Turning now back here to the tri-state, another round of wintry weather will impact those roads tonight and into the morning. That may make that morning commute a bit tougher. Now, Storm Team 44 meteorologist Gunnar Consell is tracking everything that will impact the area. And Gunnar, I want to know, though, when will we maybe finally get some relief?
Yeah, well, this cold snap has lasted 5-6 days now, and we may finally see it end once we get to day 8 or 9. So this will be spanning a bit more than a week. But right now we're looking at these winter weather advisories. Now, an advisory is not saying that we are expecting a storm. An advisory is more so some slightly inconvenient weather could happen, but it could be so inconvenient enough that you'll need to know about it. And what that threat is mostly the potential for maybe some freezing drizzle. Now, freezing drizzle really isn't even that impactful. It may just lead to some slippery sidewalks and maybe some wet spots on the road. But let's take a look at what we're actually seeing on the ground. So right now, we're seeing some snow showers mostly through Hancock County. Now, the issue is we have warm air aloft, which means that high in the atmosphere, we have temperatures that are above freezing. Now, depending on how things are, we may be seeing that snow melting and then refreezing as it hits the ground. So even though the radar is showing snow, it's not exactly what could be falling. So we very likely are dealing with some snow flurries out towards Ohio and Muhlenberg counties, but we very easily could see some of these snowflakes becoming freezing drizzle. So we're not looking at a big, real freezing rain threat tonight through the rest. So the winter weather advisory, don't stress too much about it. What you should prepare for and expect to be more impactful is tonight's snow. So we aren't going to be dealing with too much until 7, 8, 9 o'clock rolls around. That's when we'll see some snow developing towards our north. So around 10 o'clock, we're dealing with more snow in our Indiana counties. And then as we head from 10 to tomorrow morning, that's when we see that snow kind of sweep through the rest of the tri-state. So the further east you are, the more likely you are to see some of that snow action. So what can we expect here in Evansville and the rest of the tri-state? Well, snow totals, even though dusting to an inch expected in the white, you can see where we see a little bit more consistent snow, we have a better chance of seeing 1/2 inch to 1 inch. I would expect maybe the same amounts that we got from this past Tuesday. So I'm talking about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. So not a lot. When you see this range dusting to 1 inch, expect lower end, while a few communities could be closer to that higher end. Now, after that snow moves through, cold air moves in, and then we see that winter wind chill advisory go into effect as wind chills could be back in the negatives. And Ben was asking for relief, and we may just get it by next week. The price we pay, though, is rain chances.